you doing?
What am I doing?
Look, I can explain.
I think that's my question, isn't it? What are you doing?
It's not what you think.
I trusted you!
Well, nothing happened.
No. She saw to that by the look of things. So how long's it been going on?
There's nothing going on.
And how many more are there? And who knows? Oh, Street, I shouldn't wonder.
There's no one else. I'm telling the truth, I swear.
Oh. So what was going on? Don't tell me she dragged you in and tried to rape you and you just managed to escape. Or did you snag your zip and she was going to mend it? Well, go on then. What did happen? I'm listening.
Oh, what's the point?
I'm the point!
I made a mistake, that's all.
And so did I. A flaming big one!
You're not leaving because of this.
I'll tell you what I'm doing, Des. I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at a pension of 16 grand a year. And guess which don't seem that attractive anymore.
Sit down, Ken, please. You know why this meeting's been called?
Yes, I think so.
Well, for the record, it's been alleged that in the last wave of redundancies, you kept your job unfairly because of your close relationship with the headmistress.
Yes, well, I absolutely dispute that.
There are other members of staff who wouldn't disagree with the notion.
Well, there's always gossip when people lose their jobs. This has just got completely out of hand.
So you deny there's anything in it?
Totally, yes. I mean, if anybody thinks that, I suggest they try and prove it.
The thing is, Mrs. Jeffers admits there is some truth in the allegation.
But that's absurd.
She's not saying you're at fault, you understand. It's herself she blames. In fact, she feels so strongly about the matter, she's written this. It's her letter of resignation.
What? But I don't understand. Well, when's she going?
She's already gone. Today. She's gone, and she won't be coming back.
Well, look, you can't do this to me, Claire. I haven't done anything.
You would have if she'd wanted.
Look, I'll be honest. I went round there to get that address for the sponsorship money.
Convenient.
She invited me in and we had a drink.
Ah, and who took the trousers off?
It wasn't as simple as that. We started larking around.
Who
and...
took the trousers off? You or her?
Well, me in the end.
Me in the end. And then what?
She opened the window.
So you were upstairs by this time?
Well, yeah.
And whose idea was that?
I can't remember it. Look, I can't remember every detail. It was a setup. I fell for it. She opened the window and chucked him out.
You would have done it though, wouldn't you? If she'd wanted.
In the heat of the moment, I suppose I might. I don't know.
Well, I do.
Look, I'm trying to be straight with you. I'm sorry for what I did.
It's too late to be sorry. Don't give me any of that self-pity either. I fell for a set-up.
Oh, we got carried away. It meant nothing to me.
No, but it does to me. I don't want a man who gets carried away like that. I'm not your bit of stability while you go off and have affairs on the side, then come back every few months with your tail between your legs.
Once, not even that.
Once is enough. We've not been together a year. You've done it once, you'll do it again.
I won't. I promise.
Talk's cheap, Des. It's what people do, not what they say. You were my first big relationship after Jeff died. I thought I could trust you. So did Becky.
I'll make it up to you. I'll do anything.
You said you were trouble when I moved in here. I should have listened.
Hiya. What's going on?
Ask him.
Me and your mother have had a row.
What about me?
Street.
No, something
Fine,
I've done. Well, almost
In
done.
about 20 minutes, please.
What?
Something
Yeah.
stupid
Okay.
with another
Thanks.
woman.
Who?
Nobody important, which makes it worse.
So it ends just like that. I get home from my grand's and it's all over.
Look, I'm sorry, Becky.
It's not what I want.
I'm gonna get a bag of crisps and do my physics homework.
Becky!
You'll have to do that at your grand's.
I wanted to do it here, 'cause I thought this was my home.
So you'd no idea?
None whatsoever.
We've asked Bob Hill to be acting head from next Monday. We'll advertise the job next week.
What does she say?
Well, basically, she accepts all responsibility. She admits putting pressure to bear on us to keep you on, entirely because of her feelings towards you.
Well, I know that she argued my case, but I had no idea that was why. Anyway, if that's what she's saying, it absolves me, doesn't it?
The fact remains that you kept your job for the wrong reasons.
Oh, I'm sorry, that had nothing to do with me.
You were having an affair with her.
I've told you afterwards, not at the time. It's all over now, I can assure you.
I think under the circumstances, all this is a bit academic. She admits full responsibility. I suggest the matter is closed.
Did you know she was resigning?
We were as surprised as you.
Well, I'm sorry that it turned out like this. I really am. But, anyway, it's all resolved now.
As far as we're concerned.
Right, well, I'll get home and get on with my marking then.
There was one other thing while you're here. We've been studying the projections for next academic year. I'm afraid that even with the cuts we've made, we're going to have to trim still further. We'll need to lose another senior teacher as of September.
What are you saying?
We've had all sorts of contingency plans done. Unfortunately, the English department's the only one that can be rejigged without too much disruption.
I get it.
Anybody follow you?
Not that I'm aware of. But after the last few days, I'm not really sure that means anything.
We've got to be careful.
There's not going to be any more shooting, is there? If there is, I'm emigrating. We were nearly killed, you know.
You would have been killed if I hadn't got word to you.
If Jim hadn't had to go at him, you mean? Or I hadn't been wearing stilettos.
Yeah, I like that touch.
I didn't find it funny.
Look, I got word to you, it was all I could do. Anyway, you're safe now. That's all that matters.
So why do we still have to be careful?
And the cops are going to be sniffing round.
They've already given me a grilling.
What do they say?
Just wanted to know about that night, where you were, where I was.
What did you say?
I told them nothing. I was still in shock.
Well, they're not going to give up. They're going to be watching me. They'll be coming round to you again asking the same questions. You know nothing, okay?
Fraser, I don't want any more trouble.
You just do as I say, there won't be any. Me and Jerry were in the back room that night, yeah? Doing the books. All evening. You brought us drinks now and again, that's how you know, okay?
Okay.
That's all you've got to say. Get yourself a cab.
So where do we go next?
Well, like I say, we have to be careful for a bit. I'll be in touch. Just remember what I said, you'll be all right.
You'll ring me?
As soon as it's safe.
So that's it. Our life together's over because of one small mistake.
You talk like it's a scratch you can just bandage over.
Well, isn't it?
Is this where your other women forgive you? Oh, it's not that bad. Let's give him another chance.
Don't patronise me, please.
No, I beg your pardon. It's more subtle than that, isn't it? You once told me you contrive it so that they leave you because you're scared of commitment. Well, you've done that, Des. Got it down to a fine art. Only where it leads you in 10 years' time. When you're losing your hair and 3 stone heavier, and you can't even pull them in the first place.
Look, I know you're angry. You've got every right to be, but all I can hope for is that you'll get over it and forgive me. You and Becky.
But it's not just a scratch, though, is it? It's more like one of those lumps they find. Even if they cut it out, there's always the fear it'll come back. I am not living with that!
Only did that parachute jump 'cause of you.
What?
Just trying to live up to Jeff.
That is the most desperate excuse I've ever heard.
Well, I am desperate. I don't want to lose you.
Well, you should have thought of that when you were unbuckling your belt! Becky! You just take those 2.
Can't get it all in.
Just take what you need. I can come back for the rest.
I'm sorry, Becky. Believe me.
That's twice you've said that.
Let's go.
No, wait. Don't want to leave Jarvis. He'd only drive you mad, wouldn't he?
Come on.
Karen. Yeah, it's Des. Listen, I won't be in today. No, I'm not feeling too well. Will you tell Sean if he asks? Yeah, thanks.
She's taking advantage, Vera, and we are letting her. Look, if this place goes under, if we can't keep this place running, there is going to be no roof for anybody.
Oh, look now what you've done. She just needs a bit of time.
The only time she's going to get off me is borrowed. If she can't buck her flaming ideas up, she's out.
Gary Mallett said this pair of trousers came flying out the bedroom window. No. So we went out to look, thinking, of course, that she was chucking Curly out. It was Des Barnes in his boxer shorts.
Claire was with us through all this, mate.
Oh, what did she say?
Oh, she didn't have to say anything. You could have struck a match on Desi's face after the look she gave him. Hello, Jim.
How you doing?
How are you feeling, love?
Well, I wasn't where I was unwell.
Hey, you're all over the Gazette this morning, you.
Oh, is that right?
Army hero.
Oh, well, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, how they know all about it, considering no one spoke to them.
I believe Percy filled them in.
Ah, well, we're all right then. I mean, he's the expert, isn't he? I think you'll find us all there.
Thanks. Hey, do you not want a Gazette?
Oh, no, you're all right. I don't mind reading the lies as long as they're not about me. Cheerio now.
Bye, love. Bye. Do you know, there goes a man who's gone through hell and back.
Oh, yeah. Now, anyway, what happened next? Des is there, standing in his boxer shorts, trying to get his trousers back.
You're kidding me.
Then they both went into Des's.
I believe Claire and Becky have moved out now.
Really?
Oh, why? You've only just arrived, haven't you? I haven't had time to tell you. Becky's not been in to do a paper round.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Anyway, it should only take you an hour to get rid of these. Any more gossip, I'll fill you in when you get back. Go on, off you go.
I think your parachute jump's claimed its second casualty.
Really?
Des, he cried off sick today. It's not like him. Can you get delayed air sickness?
Maybe he's bitten off more than he could chew.
Yeah. How do you mean?
And he's only just realised.
Oh, right. Delayed shock.
Yeah, you can definitely get that.
Go. Hi, Tricia. How is he?
Oh, fine. Month old today.
Is he already?
Yeah, we're both doing all right. It's only Jack and Vera that have been the pain.
Why?
I'm mourning all the time because I go out now and again.
Well, I suppose if they're having to look after him all the time.
Oh, don't you start and all. Hiya.
Hiya, love.
Hey, Vera, will you keep your eye out for him? While I get my head down for a couple of hours, I'm dead beat.
Oh, I don't know, because we're dead busy.
You see, well, you will be dead beat if you keep them kind of hours. I mean, must have been 2 o'clock you come in this morning.
All right, then, I'll just have an hour. It's not long being fed. I'll put him in the living room. It'll be all right.
All right. Oh.
This can't go on, Vera.
Has she really left him, Claire?
Well, we didn't hear them through the wall this morning, did we, Danny?
No, didn't we?
No.
Well, if there's any debate, why don't you ask William Hill over there to open a book? I mean, he doesn't seem terribly bothered, and he reckons to be going out with that Samantha, doesn't he?
She's a curiosity.
Brings out the victim in a man, if you ask me.
Tez Barnes, a victim?
Well, it was last night.
Well, not Sean Skinner, surely.
Listen, we don't know how he got that ankle, do we?
Yeah, go.
Do you ever get that feeling that you're missing out on something?
Funny you should mention that.
All right.
10p short.
Come in.
I gather there's a problem. I've just seen Claire leaving. You had a bust-up?
Looks like it.
Is that why you're not in? I thought you got on okay, you two.
We did.
So what happened? Women, eh? Who'd have them? Samantha's been a bit odd as well this dinner time, come to that. Don't know why we bother. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Well, look after yourself. You know where I am if you need me.
Yes. Thanks, Sean.
See you tomorrow?
I hope so.
Oh, this is getting on my nerves.
Well, you're some help, aren't you? Sat there reading paper.
Can't you just stick something in his gobber, Smut?
Oh, that's a good idea, isn't it? And pass me them fags and all. It's your smoking that's making him cry. Look, stub it out.
That's better. It's amazing what they can do, isn't it? Just them 40 weeks.
40 winks. 2.5 flaming hours you've been asleep.
Is it 4 o'clock already? I've just time to give him his bottle and he'll have a bath.
Why are you not going out again, are you?
Well, I haven't decided yet, why?
We are slaughtered.
Well, do you want to get your heads down for half an hour?
That is not the point. We've got a pub to run. We can't be looking after a newborn baby and all, and we're up to there.
Look, we are finding it a bit hard, love.
But you encouraged me to go out. I mean, if you can't look after your own grandson now and again...
That's not it, is it? It's every other flaming night. We are twice your age, remember? Anyway, where were you till 2 o'clock this morning?
Oh, I've had enough of this. If you're going to carry on breathing down my neck all the time, checking up on me...
But we're not, love.
Oh, it's no good, Vera. I mean, it's not working, is it? Are you not happy? It'd be better if I got a place of my own. Best for everybody then, wouldn't it?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, love, it would.
Thanks, Jim.
You all right, Billy?
Hi. Hey, here, son. That whiskey down you, I'll sort you out.
Just keep seeing that gun.
Here, you worry your head. There's harder men than you and I have gone a wee bit funny after a gig like that, let me tell you.
Did you read the Gazette?
Oh, I certainly did. Don't you worry your head. I mean, what does he know, eh? The only thing he ever did during the war was make steak and kidney pudding. As a matter of fact, the only barrel he ever looked down on was full of flour.
Are you all right, lads?
Not so bad, Percy.
You should be feeling very proud of yourselves.
If you say so.
I see the Gazette did you justice. I gave as good an account as I could.
Oh, look out, Geoffrey Archer, eh?
I beg your pardon?
Ah, you're good health, Percy. I'll stock.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And yourself as well.
Aye.
Everything all right, then?
What?
Shall I get it out?
Between you and Samantha?
Why shouldn't it be?
Well, you know, after last night.
What about last night?
Ah.
You've not seen Liz, have you?
No. No, I'm sorry, I haven't.
She went back to her flat. I've not seen her since yesterday.
Alan, about Liz, maybe there are two sides.
No, really.
Forget it.
Fee. I'll give you a call, yeah? Tomorrow.
Okay.
I should murder you, you know that.
For what I did to him?
For not telling me.
I can fight my own battles, thanks very much. I don't need your help.
I was round there this dinner time, holding his hand.
Oh, so she's left him then, has she? Well, serves him right.
I've had people grinning behind me back all day. Is that what you meant by delayed shock?
He said you told him we've been having problems.
What? That was just a chance remark. I didn't go into details. I'd never tell anybody about things like that.
I thought he was just spinning a line. I wasn't listening to half of it, to tell you the truth. Too busy thinking how to get rid of him.
Not something I'm going to have to think too hard about.
Tying up a few loose ends. Can I come in? There's no ulterior motive, don't worry. Look, I'm sorry that my resigning didn't help.
How could it? Admission of a wrongdoing. As Alf was quick to point out, I still did well out of it. Why did you have to say anything?
Because it was the truth. Look, my position was untenable. You can't lead people if you've lost their respect. And I wanted to go out on a clean slate.
Is it true they have to lose another teacher?
Yeah, there do have to be further cuts. And losing teachers is the easiest option.
And does that have to be me?
Never has to be anyone.
Alf Roberts. Thought I got him sorted.
Oh, look. Tongues were wagging before you upset him.
So, what are you going to do?
Take a couple of months off. Think things through. I'm not sure I'm employable now. I'd like to think that we won't lose touch, but I suppose that's a bit optimistic.
After all that's happened, yes. I'd say you'd suppose right.
Oh, well. Look on the bright side. Come July, you'll be able to do all those things you never had time for.
What?
In your retirement.
You don't think I'm accepting this, do you?
Do you have any choice?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I've done nothing wrong. I'm going to fight this all the way.
How you feeling?
Okay.
Glad someone is.
Oh, look, I'm sorry.
I was round here this dinner time offering sympathy.
I was too ashamed to tell you.
Well, thanks a bunch. That may be the last person in the street to find out.
Look, before you go, Abe, I've lost Claire because of this, remember?
Oh, pass me a violin, somebody, please. What about wrecking me and Samantha? Have you thought about that?
I'm sorry. I haven't, have I?
Oh, I expect we'll muddle through. She wasn't the guilty party after all.
Well, at least that's something.
Oh, that make you feel better, does it?
Suppose it does, yeah.
Hang on to that crumb of comfort, Des. There won't be many. 'Cause you're fired.
'Cause of Samantha? You can't do that. That's unfair dismissal.
Oh, is it? Then sue me.